Anyway, that's number one. Thing number two, I do have a tendency to say that the next set is going to be the best. I do have a tendency to do that. So I'm going to change that. I'm going to make sure I don't repeat myself. I don't do any of my old ideas, always new content. So what I'm going to do today is something I've done for all of the previous sets for the past 3 sets, and I'm going to give you 5 predictions as to what I think we're going to find within the Dynasty set.
I forgot that I did that bit. I forgot that I did that bit, but that was fun. Hey there. Hello. Long time no see. I took a bit of a sabbatical doing some prep work for commentary, and now we're here. Now we're here, going to do brand new, fresh, never frozen content. You've never seen this idea before. It is totally original, and I've never put anything like it on my YouTube channel. So today we're going to review my predictions for the Dynasty set. Dynasty now a couple weeks old. We know what cards are in the set. We know the theme. We know it all. So let's see how close I got. I'm really good at predicting things, like probably the best person on this channel when it comes to predicting things. So, I mean, when you consider that, it's going to be a shoo-in, let's be honest. But wait, hold on before we get too far into it. I got to tell you, this video is sponsored by MinMax Games. Yes, MinMax Games, a wonderful local game store that wants to take care of your flesh and blood needs. Whether it be single cards or sealed product, they have you covered for anything related to flesh and blood. They've got the new stuff, they've got the old stuff, they've got the middle stuff that was weird for a bit, but who cares? It's all there. And if you want other stuff like Magic the Gathering, or Yu-Gi-Oh, or Pokemon, or I don't know, Parcheesi, name a game, they probably have you covered there as well. How do I know? Well, I know because they're great at their job, and they're great people. I ordered 1 billion cases of Dynasty, and they shipped them multiple times without fail and without any problems at all. They support this channel, and so I support them. Feel free to hop down into the description, click the link, use the referral code. It supports a fantastic local game store, and it supports this channel a little bit as well. So it's a great way to do both. Get cardboard rectangles, support this content here. Check it out, MinMax Games. We're going to get all 6 of these correct. Yes, I said 6 because I remember I started off with prediction number 0, and it happened like right here. So let's go ahead and scroll on over. I gave a free prediction.
Free one. So this is technically
look at
not
that,
a top
perfectly
5 list. It's a top
nailed
6
it.
list. Here's the first free one.
Top 6.
I think, prediction number 0, I think that this entire storyline is going to be taking place at this Dragon Festival that is mentioned in both of the letters. This one, of course, is from the Tall Timmys.
Not exactly, but kind of exact, but kind of close, right? I think it was about to occur, right? The Dragon Festival was occurring. That's why some of the art in the set was like prepping for the Dragon Festival. I'm pretty sure that's actually accurate. So I got that half right.
His video, and the one
I got that half.
I believe Matt read at the very bottom of his as well that the weapon that is being given, that is being talked about and being spoiled, is going to be given in perpetuity to someone at this esteemed Dragon Festival. So I have this sneaking suspicion that this is not just a cool thing, a bit of lore to put in it, but I think this is, perhaps this entire thing is taking place either at this Dragon Festival or, you know, leading up to this Dragon Festival.
Okay.
I think the Drakai of Ceremonies is, well, I think there's more than meets the eye, or perhaps is going to feature prominently in this set.
Okay, that part's not right. We got so close. If only we said maybe they died. No, we couldn't have made that prediction. That we had no clue. I had no clue that the Emperor was going to get assassinated. Well, man, if we could have just, I don't know, guessed that, it would have been practically perfect. But technically, if you're keeping track, that prediction was half correct. So give me a half a point somewhere. Put it on the screen. Half of a point to me for getting half of that prediction correct. Unfortunately, the Drakai of Ceremonies made no showing in this set at all, which is kind of a bummer because we could have gotten something cool with the Drakai of Ceremonies. But let's go ahead and jump over to prediction number 1. Prediction number 1.
Gold is going to be hard to come by but honestly incredibly game-changing for a lot of heroes. And this is a pretty easy prediction.
I said it's pretty easy. I said it's a pretty easy prediction. Is it that easy? Okay, so gold is hard to come by. Gold is very tough to come by. You have to play Crown of Dominion. And then there's a few cards that can either leverage gold or generate gold, but they are majestics and they are generics. Other than that, gold is incredibly hard to come by. Boom! We got a half of another prediction. We crushed it. And then I said gold is going to be game-changing for certain classes. And that's honestly not that far off. Like, that is actually pretty true, because like Dromai and gold tokens, like starting off and not having to worry about what cards you draw, that's pretty good. But I think the jury's still out on that second half. Whether or not it's actually that game-changing, we will see. But I do think that there's capacity there. So maybe put a little star, a little asterisk by this one, because there's a real chance that this one actually comes to pass in full as a prediction. But I do think gold is hard to come by as a check mark. Is that really that good of a prediction, though? I'll take my wins. I'll take my wins where I can get them. Gold, hard to come by, and possibly game-changing still for certain heroes. Ooh, I remember this next one. I remember what I guessed on this next one.
True. I don't know. Well, let's just go on to the next one. I think we're going to get our third merchant in this set. I think that they are going to be a once per turn action, pay 1. I think that they are going to generate gold tokens, and I think that they are going to complete the cycle, if you will. The cycle of merchants.
How perfect would that have been? Like, how perfect would that have been? That would have been so good. It would have been like completing a pseudo cycle on the third supplemental set. It would have completed the cycle of merchants that each did a different thing and interacted with a different currency. Like, it would have been so perfect. And we just missed it. We just missed it. Unfortunately, sadly, we did not get a merchant in Dynasty. No chance on that one. Kind of a bummer, because that would have been so cool, and it would have been perfect if it was like the Drakai of Ceremonies, which I think I actually said in this video.
And
at
this
some
is
point,
where I think our Drakai of Ceremonies comes
right
in.
there,
because it
right
could
where I
be
paused it.
That the Drakai of Ceremonies is somehow labeled as a merchant. I don't know. I could see that pop.
It would have worked. It would have been really cool. I think it was a possible missed opportunity.
Possibly being the case. Either way, I think we are getting a third merchant. I think it's going to be a thing. And I definitely don't think that they're going to drop the ball and not make a merchant. But if they do,
Oops. Ooh, okay. Well, there's always the possibility for next time. Complete the merchant cycle. It would be amazing. Complete the merchant cycle. That would be sick. Okay, this is a prediction. So we missed that prediction. Okay, that was a negative. But I think this one was a pretty good one. I can't quite remember. Let's see. Let's jump to a good spot. Boom.
Things go off the rails a little bit. I think the Aesir are going to be introduced, like, finally, fully, these are the bad guys. I think they're finally going to, like, put their foot down with this set, and they're going to set up the Aesir as the bad guys of the entire world and refocus all of this. Well, I guess they'll start the whole refocusing process for all the regions of Wraith on the fact that these Aesir are awakening from their slumber.
Okay. Again, that would make total sense. It would make total sense if the Emperor weren't dead. If the Emperor weren't murdered in this set, that would make a lot of sense. But the moment that the Emperor got murdered, it was like, okay, all bets are off for like the continuity, because everything gets focused on that, right? You can't key off of like a new bad guy if you're worried about, the assassin that murdered your, Emperor, I guess. So, yeah, that didn't happen. That's a negative on that one. But you never know. I think it could still... You can, like, muddy the waters here with that, but then the main focus later is the fact that because the Emperor was not, did, I guess, not pass on that knowledge of maybe communing with the Aesir, then the next person who takes up the mantle, possibly Dromai, if you believe the way that the lore ended. Maybe Dromai has to either keep that going, or through the lack of communing with the Aesir, inadvertently releases said Aesir, and then they become the bad guys for PvE next year, because I think PvE is a shoo-in for next year. But unfortunately, this is a big ol' L on my part. Unfortunately, that was not the case. Ooh, this is a good one. Let's get to this one. Okay, let's go. Prediction number 5, I think,
this
out
is
of
art
6.
from the same guy, the same artist who did
Skip the art part.
It is heavily alluded to that the crown of dominion
Skip
with
the art
seer
part.
who is slumbering, and here they're whispers and lies.
Okay, here we go.
But apparently you have to do that if you want it to not wake up. Either way, I think that with the new class that we could possibly be getting, I think we're going to get an assassin. Now,
boom! Boom! I did not even know. I did not know that for sure. But I made that prediction, and we did it. We're the best predictors on this channel. All one of us. We crushed it. A lot of people predicted that. But you know what? It makes sense. It just makes sense. And I did not know at the time. I knew that I'd get some spoiler card, but I did not know at the time that I would be lucky enough and blessed enough to get to spoil the assassin Arachne. But there it is. I made the prediction that we'd get an assassin like 45 million other people, and we were all right. Pinky promise, hand in hand, walk into the sunset. Congratulations us. Put the point on the board. Let's move on. Done.
Going to attempt to predict the bounds of like the lore book right there.
All right, prediction number
if I had to put
6.
money, it would be assassin.
Let's see prediction number 6.
Finally, as we always do, I am going to attempt to predict the Fable. And I'm going to say that the Fable is none other than the altar. The altar that you go to talk to and be talked at, perhaps is the better way to say it. That the Emperor specifically fitted with iron and glass, and has to go and put on the crown of dominion and commune with the Aesir, because that is his job, because he is the Drakai of Aesir as the Emperor. I think that
we're
is
pretty
going
close.
To be the Fabled for this set.
We got it pretty close. Look, we guessed pretty well. It's technically Command and Conquer, but you know what? The picture is the throne. Like, it's actually the throne. So there's like a lot of people too. I didn't actually notice that. The picture's the throne. Oh, it's not quite. It's kind of the throne. It is the throne. Kind of. He's in like a box. Okay, so the Emperor is actually on the picture. He's in like one of those like boxes you would kind of carry around. But it's like standing behind the throne, I think. Okay, look, it's close. It's close. Give me a half a point. At least we got the art, maybe? Question mark? I don't know. Let me know in a comment below if that one was pretty accurate. But you know what? Let's see. I got the 0th. No, I didn't. No, I got the first one. Kind of the second one. No, not the second one. I got a few. Okay, look. I got a few. I got a few wrong, but I got a few. Come on, tell me if in a comment below if we were accurate this time around or inaccurate. I want to hear your thoughts in a comment below. Also, feel free to go back and check to see if you left predictions on that previous video. Link in the description. If you left predictions, it's always kind of fun to go back and see how close you got. I got very halfway close. I got halfway close. So that's cool. And let me know in a comment below how close you got with your predictions, because I'd love to share in the mediocrity with anyone else who got halfway close as well. Hey, if you enjoyed this fun little video on my return to making videos after a short break, make a number go to another number. This is a revolutionary experiment of pressing red buttons until this thing goes to a 4. That would be cool. As always, thanks for watching.